Ohana Bass. And a little bit about myself. Let's see. Well, if you don't know anything about me, I'm mostly known as a string bass player. Had a lot of great associations in my career. I started out as a rock and roll bass player way back when in the middle 70s, about 1973. I started to become a professional, playing in bands up and down the East Coast. Basically, since 2006, I've been a solo artist. Made about 10 CDs. My latest is called Mood Swings. But in the meantime, I've also been playing with guitarist Jeff Linsky since about 1984. We met soon after I moved to Los Angeles. Jeff called me up a few years ago. I guess it's been about almost 3 years now, and said, "Hey, I'm playing at the NAMM show. You're going to be around?" And I'm always at the NAMM show. I endorse several things, and he says, "I got to show you something." And so he introduced me to the Ohana Bass, Lewis at Ohana was at the booth, and they were so kind. They strung up a model left-handed for me. I'm a southpaw, can I say? And I played at the NAMM show for Ohana that year, and it was a great experience. I'm having a blast playing this little bass. It's so much fun. Well, it sounds so good. It has its own sonority. It's kind of unique to this instrument. And I was actually doubting whether I would think this was a serious instrument or not. But I played it and I just fell in love with it. It's just so much fun. It's so freeing to me as someone that spent their whole life working on string bass and practicing string bass really hard, to suddenly play an instrument where I have no limitations. My fingers can just go wherever they want, and there's very little resistance. I just find that I can play in a wider range of the Ohana Bass. I can really dig in if I want to. I can play very notey if I want to, extremely fast runs. I can bend notes if I want, and on this thing I can fly. But also the wider range dynamically. I think at the lower volumes, also there's more character of sound at the lower volumes on the Ohana Bass. Well, I'm playing the OBU 22. This one has frets. This one has fret markings, but they're flush. There's just a slight raise right there where the fret is, so you can get that fret sound. Anyway, that's the fretless, but with fret markings. We have a fretless model that has no fret markings. And I know as a string bass player, for me, that this is a little dangerous. Because when I don't see any kind of markings at all, I want to play with the kind of technique that I use in the string bass, which is 4 fingers playing a 3-note span. Something like that. But this is a really beautiful instrument. This one with the fret markings has flat wound strings on it. And I find that really interesting on the fretless one. But this one has round wound strings on the fretless. So that's kind of fun too. I talked to Lewis a lot about design and some improvements, and he's already put some into play on the Ohana Bass. I'm very thankful that Lewis has taken some of my suggestions to heart and put them into play. And I just love this little bass.
I love my Ohana!